Hello, I'm Paul Simmons of Simmons Research and Training. I'm going to cover 5 trust building activities. We're going to do this really quickly. We're going to go through birthday lineup, perfect square, snakes, the trust listening circle, and emotional check-in. Let's get straight into it. The birthday lineup activity. So what you're going to do is ask participants to line up in order of their date of birth, of their age. Now this might sound easy, but they're not allowed to talk. So they're going to have to use gestures, non-verbal body language to try and work out who is the oldest. So you've got your participants and they are going to line up from youngest to oldest in a line in the classroom, in the training room. And this activity can be a lot of fun. It seems very, very simple, but when you can't speak and you have to try and communicate and use gestures, you get a lot of laughs. Participants love this activity. And the second one, perfect square. I love this activity. So I would suggest putting people into groups of 4 if you can. You can have groups of, you want 3, 4, 5, but 4 is the perfect number. And what you're going to need is a long piece of rope and some blindfolds for the participants. At the start of the activity, the participants are going to put on their blindfolds. And then with the piece of long rope, they're going to try and make a perfect square. So this, again, is a lot of fun. They can't see what they're doing. Trying to make a square seems so easy, but this is a hilarious activity. Participants love it, and they have to trust each other and work together. Wonderful trust building activity. The third one, another of my favorites, is snakes. So this in effect is going to be a human snake. Ideally it's going to be about 8 to 10 people in the snake, and they're going to be stood in front of each other, these 8 people. And except for the person at the back of the snake, everybody is going to be blindfolded. The way the snake is going to move from one place in the classroom to the other is from the person at the back who can see is going to tap the person in front of them on the right or left of the shoulder. And this will signal to that person in front of them which direction they should move. And that person is going to tap the person in front of them again on the shoulder so that the person at the front is going to know which direction to move. This is hilarious as well. It gets very confusing, but it helps to build trust. People have blindfolds on. You have to trust the person behind you. A lot of fun. Nice icebreaker as well, if you want to use it as an icebreaker. The fourth activity is the trust listening circle. This is quite a basic and common activity for trust building. Ideally, you can have 5 to 8 people sitting in a circle. And one by one, each person is going to tell a story. And then there's going to be an element of self-reflection at the end of the story. So I would allow, say, 3 minutes for each person to tell their story. The key here is that listening skills is very important in trust building. Learning to listen is very, very important. If you listen well, people will trust you more because they realize you're taking time to listen to what they have to say. So this is really about listening skills, a very, very basic activity. And the fifth activity is the emotional check-in. This is a wonderful trust icebreaker. Great for the beginning of a training session or teaching session. Very easy to run. What you're going to do as the trainer or as the teacher is ask one person at a time, how do you feel on a scale of 1 to 10 right at this time? 10 means you feel amazing. 1 means you feel awful. So hopefully everybody's going to give a 7, 8, 9 or even a 10. And this just enables the group to kind of get some kind of common bond and to see how each other's feeling and to learn to have some empathy with each other at the beginning of a session. Very, very simple, can be done very quickly, but it just creates some kind of connection for the participants and it helps to build trust. Let's talk about the next video very quickly. Before I do though, there will be a link below this video for the trust building teaching materials if you are involved with developing trust materials. The next video is going to be on 5 decision-making activities. In fact, I'm going to be making more than 20 videos in the coming weeks for training activities that you can use if you are teaching. So please watch out for the coming videos. I would love your feedback. I want to make these videos as informative and as easy to watch as possible. So give me feedback, email me if you wish to, please. And I want to say thank you for watching. I'm Paul Simmons of Simmons Research and Training. Thank you very much.